I think people will still join in some time. We should probably start. Okay, so my name is Zarna, and I am manager at Europe for MSM. Transport and Telecommunication Institute and MSM welcomes you to our Agent e-Training Live 2020. And I would like to thank you all for joining us today. I'm going to be your moderator for today's webinar, and the instructions about this webinar platform will be posted in the chat box. I'm sure everyone is very well aware with the Zoom right now, so there won't, it's not necessary to give a lot of instruction on that. All of you can type in your questions in the Q&A section in your control panel. In today's webinar, and in the e-training session, we're going to talk about double degree in computer science, which we offer in partnership with UV, which is University of West of England, Bristol. I'm pleased to introduce today's presenter, Mihails Savrasovs. Mihail is Dean of Engineering Faculty at Transport and Telecommunication Institute, and he is kind of lead in this double degree program, and he has all the information that you might want to know about this very special program. So he's definitely our main speaker for today's webinar. We will also have Maria and Zain joining us later on in the Q&A section. So Maria is Senior Sales Specialist at Transport and Telecommunication Institute's admissions team, and Zain is Student Recruitment and Business Development Department Sales Specialist. Maria and Zain will be answering your questions related to admissions process, but I would like to request you all to have solve all your questions and queries regarding double degree program, because for admissions team, so admissions process, we can also help you later on. But Mihail is here on a limited time, so probably it's best that we ask more questions related to that. And thank you all again for joining this webinar. I think it's time that I give the mic to Mihail. Mihail, over to you.
Yeah. Okay, hello everyone. It's nice to see all of you today. So as it was stated by Rozana, my name is Mihail and I'm the Dean of Engineering Faculty at Transport and Telecommunication Institute, which is located in Latvia. It's North Europe. So today we are going to talk about great opportunity for young people, I believe for all young people, girls and boys, regarding a double degree in computer science. And as you see, a subtitle of this program is Artificial Intelligence and Software Engineering. Both are very hot topics in a computer science field. And as you see, first of all, I would like to clarify the issue with the logos. So first of all, you could see that we are having two logos here. One blue one is a logo of Transport and Telecommunication Institute. And please don't be confused with the letters TSI. So this one is an acronym from the local language Transport Asakaru Institute. And our good partner is University of West of England. So what the points I would like to discuss with you today? So first of all, I will give you a short introduction about TSI. And the next one, I will try to explain in few slides why the young people should choose Latvia as a destination point to get a higher degree and to get the degree in computer science. And the rest of the presentation will be devoted to the double degree study program in computer science. And here you could see the long list of questions which I will try to cover. And as was stated, please ask the questions. I am more responsible for academic part of study program realization, while my colleagues could explain some administrative issues. So first of all, let me give you a short video about TSI. And here I would like to underline that TSI is a very young, from one side, and very modern University of Applied Science. Why I'm saying very young, because in general, as a private institution, we are existing for 20 years. As a university as a whole, we are having a long history and traditions for more than 100 years. And some short video which probably will give you an impression about TSI infrastructure in general. So let me launch it. Okay, so this one was a very short video which introduces the infrastructure of my university and gives you a general impression. So as a Dean of Engineering faculty, of course, I love numbers, I love facts, therefore I am always demonstrating the following slide, which gives a detailed information about our achievements. So right now we are running 20 study programs, and all study programs are available in in two languages, Latvian and the English one. We are second in the market in preparing students in ICT direction. In the same time, as you see, we have quite experienced staff, so 70% of them are having a PhD degree, while the rest one are involved from the industry. So because in general, we think that modern education is not able without involving IT industry representatives. In the same time, we are quite active in the research field because again, our modern direction of study program development is mixing between academic issues and research issues. We are running already more than 19 labs, and for the last years we have more than 8 key satisfied graduates. So the key values of TSI ambitions, excellence, equity, openness, social environmental responsibility, and the individual approach to every student. So why you should choose Latvia as a destination point for young people? Because in general of the reasons which are mentioned here. So first of all, equality of education. So according to last researches, the Latvian education system and Latvian education is higher than an average in European Union. The second point regarding the resources means that universities and my institution in a specific have a very developed infrastructure which is available for the students for studying and for the research. Industry is a very important point, and here I would like to note that Latvia is very strong exactly in IT industry. A lot of industry representatives having their offices in Riga, not only the main offices, but also quarters. Therefore, the demand for the people in IT area is very high. A quality of life is another reason. So Latvia is a part of European Union. So we are establishing a European Union quality standards of life. But at the same time, Latvia is a very small by its scale, so it's no big problem if you would like to travel to see something, and there are a lot of polite people, and most of them are speaking in English, so most probably they will not fall in trouble. And of course, the last point is low costs, meaning that compared to the rest European countries as Germany, France, and so on, the prices in Latvia are really very small compared to the mentioned countries. So another reason why you should consider Latvia as a destination point is an issue regarding the safety. So everyone now worries about the COVID, and here you could see an official statistics that Latvia is in the top 55 countries according to the Forbes. In the same time, in European zone, we are in the top 21 regarding COVID safety. And as you see, Latvia is in the top 55 in peace ranking, so there are no racism, there are no specific attitude to special groups of people or whatever. So it's really a very nice, very friendly and very green country which welcomes everyone. But as it was stated, the topic of our today's meeting is to talk more about double degree in computer science. As it was stated, a double degree in computer science was developed by two known in the country's institutions, in Latvia, Transport and Telecommunication Institute, in UK, University of West of England. But also I would like to put your attention that to develop a study program, we have invited also representatives of the industry. So it's a known brand worldwide, Accenture. We're having a branch of Accenture here in Riga, Accenture Latvia. So they helped us to develop a study program. So they were like a consultants from the IT industry. And a public sector, BITS is a Baltic IT society, which promotes education around education in Latvia, around the world. And we got now a very, very perfect support from them. So who should consider a double degree? We truly believe that this program will be interested to young people who are thinking about getting higher education exactly in the computer science, who are willing to study in European Union, and finally, who would like to get a worldwide recognized diploma from TSI and UV. Because I would like to underline that a TSI is fully accredited higher establishment entity, and TSI Diploma are recognized all around the world. But of course, we do understand that a diploma from UK side probably in international market would be more valuable. So if a young people are interested to get a worldwide recognized diploma, it's all about double degree study program. So in general, of course, there are a lot of definitions what means a double degree study program. But for our case, I would like to underline the following very important issue. And the issue is that you are joining TSI, you are joining TCI for 4 years. So we are not pushing you to go to UK, because probably in most cases it will be a headache because of Brexit, because of high costs and so on. So you could stay in Latvia in TSI for all 4 years. But finally, what you will get 2 diplomas, you will get 2 degrees. One will be awarded by TSI and the second will be awarded by UV. So benefits of double degree are represented here. So first of all, as I have stated, 2 diplomas, spending only 4 years in a domain which is rapidly growing from year to year. Also, I would like to point out that, yes, we are talking about computer science domain, but the study program we are proposing has a specialization in artificial intelligence and software engineering. So this one is really very, very hot topics. And I just want to underline a very important issue that collaborating with UVI, we have significantly improved our study program, and we have included 3 modules regarding artificial intelligence, regarding one module regarding IT project management, one module regarding business skills in IT industry, and also one module for critical thinking. So the modules which are mentioned here are adopted from University of West of England. Also, it's not only about the new models, also it is about the quality standards and procedures which are adopted from UWI's side. And also you could see it in the presentation that we are planning to involve UWI staff to provide modules, and not only from UWI but also from international market. So when young people are joining TSI, they are automatically become students of University of West of England, and this one means actually that all resources of UWI are available for students. And the last point, but I believe a very important one, that the students are becoming a part of a very big community of students and alumni of TSI and University of West of England. So probably you could ask me why exactly we are talking about the computer science. In general, the main point is that the demand for people in the area of computer science, in the area of IT, is a very huge one. This one is a guy, Ralf Snemira, who is a Minister of Economy of Latvia. So, and there are a lot of text here. I'm not pushing you to read it, but the most important is highlighted here. So this one is a demand in a European Union area for IT people. And in general, if you are getting a good degree, you are getting a perfect knowledge, you will always find a well-paid job in this area, or in Latvia or in European Union. So, of course, we are having already an experience of involving international students who has successfully completed the study program and which stay in Latvia and now works in a company. So this one is a person who has completed, I believe, 2 years ago, the study program, our regular study program. And I believe, looking to his face, he is quite happy of what he did it. So regarding as a continuation, after successful completion, you are getting 2 diplomas. So one diploma will be awarded by TSI, and the diploma will state that we are awarding a Bachelor of Natural Sciences in Computer Sciences. And the second one will be awarded by the University of West of England. So, and the diploma will says that it will be that you are getting bachelor degree in a computer science and software development. And of course, according to UK academic regulations, the diploma will state which class of diploma is awarded. Is it a first class, upper second class, lower second class, or whatever? And also, I would like to point out that UWI diploma will not contain any information in which country you get the study process, your education. It will be the same diploma which students in UK receives every year. So also I would like to demonstrate the structure of the study program, but because of time, of course, we will not discuss every point. But what I would like to highlight, that each year we are having the modules which were proposed by the UWI. At example, by the first year, here is in red, academic skills and critical thinking. By the second year of education, the students are receiving foundation of artificial intelligence, also provided by UVI. By the third year, a big modules, IT tools and techniques. And you see that last year is full by different modules like artificial intelligence challenges and research, IT project management, entrepreneurial skills in the IT industry. And this one is a study program for the students. The rest of the modules, which are not in red, are modules from our regular program, but I would like to put your attention that UVI has checked all the modules, all the descriptions, all teaching staff on the, UVI requirements, and we were validated. So everything was checked and recognized as recognized with a high quality of education. So, of course, beside of academic study program, we are providing a lot of opportunities for students to join some specific modules which are supported, at example, by Cisco Networking Academy, Oracle Academy, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft IT Academy program. Also, starting from the second year, all students are having a possibility to join Erasmus Plus Mobility Study Program. So we're able to select a study program in any university in European Union if TSI has an agreement, and the list is quite big. And as I have mentioned, we have a quite intensive support from the local industry representatives. And here you could see some logos of known companies like Accenture, ABB, Infotech, Robologic, Cityco, Ideaport, Riga, Evolution Gaming, Emerging, and so on. So I just want to underline that there are a lot of open positions here in Latvia for students in computer science, and more, of course, in a level of European Union. So joining a study program, all students are having some additional opportunities, which we would like to highlight. So according to law of Latvia, the students could be employed for 20 hours per week. And right now, okay, it was the data by the May. So we are having 15K open vacancies in this field. Also, what is available for the students, they're able to join free of charge for Accenture Latvia bootcamps, which usually happens from 2 to 4 times per year, and it gives a great opportunity to be employed, because it's not only training but also testing for employment. Also, TSI by themselves runs a lot of professional courses with certification. Okay, and it's a really great ability to get a job faster, so by obtaining some professional skills. And also European Union funding is available, or in frame of Erasmus Plus mobility study projects, or at example, TSI is running a significant number of research projects, and usually we are involving students, and usually students are receiving some amount of the salary. Of course, it's not big salary, it's like supporting money, but again, it could be a possibility. So the requirements to join a double degree study program, so it should be a secondary education, and we are asking, okay, from the international students two items, let's say, English language and mathematics. And as you see, it shouldn't be less than 55% for English and mathematics. And so some comments are stated that in general it corresponds to the B2 level. in international recognized testing institutions, but in general, we know that most of them are closed right now. Therefore, we got a permission from our government to organize the testing by ourselves. Therefore, if a young people are missing with one, so the testing, the examination could be organized in TSI in remote mode, and the same is for mathematics. The same is for mathematics. So the prices to join a double degree study program are presented here. So as you see, we are not differentiating the people in European Union and non-European Union residents. The price is the same for all, and this price is per year. Of course, I know, and probably Zarna remember from the previous meeting, that you could be confused by a following price. But let me argue one more time. For this price, you are receiving not one, but you are receiving 2 diplomas. Okay, and both diplomas are worldwide recognized. And also to point that, of course, a diploma which will be received from UK, from University of West of England, it has a quite big weight in an international market, because everyone knows that UK quality standards in education are very, very high. And if you are demonstrating the diploma from UK university, this one is a sign of quality. Also, I would like to stress you a bit that the same program in UK costs much more. And the last point regarding the prices, I would like to stress you again that let's say the quality of life in Latvia and UK is mostly in general. Of course, I'm talking in the same level, but in the same time, the prices for food, for transport, for living costs are less than in the UK. Therefore, actually, the price which is demonstrated here is not the big one or something amazing. So, in general, the summer intake is already open. Therefore, you could follow website admission.tsi.lv. The study will start. Of course, this one is only the plan by the 4th of September next year. Of course, it will be a welcome week. Yes, and also I would like to say a few words that, of course, everyone now suffers from the COVID. And of course, we consider this one as a quite significant fact which could influence the young people to make the right selection of a university. But here I would like to underline a very important aspect, that we are providing all classes right now in a remote form, meaning that it's not a distance learning form. When you have a website, you have some uploaded videos and you are just watching videos and doing some tests. No, TSI provides remote classes, meaning that according to the schedule, we have a professor online, we have all the students online, and it is live discussion and live presentation of the topic. And we hope that the students could start learning in a such way then the restriction will not be so strict. The students could join us in Latvia. So in general, this one was all from my side. Here you could see some possible paths or ways or roads to communicate the admission team, or by WhatsApp, or by email, or by Skype, or just follow a website news And of course, as always, Facebook and Instagram has a mass of information regarding TSI events and the last newses. So this one is all from my side. Thank you very much. I saw that a lot of questions are coming, and I hope that we will really answer all the questions. Okay, Zarna, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mihail. It was really wonderful presentation. We probably learned a lot about double degree and why it is the best program that we say we offer to international students. I once again remind all the attendees to type in your questions in the Q&A section. I'm not sure if I'll be able to allow talking to everyone, but it's better that if you type in the question in the Q&A section. So I'll be able to read out it to Mihail and Maria and Zain as well if necessary. Okay, there is one question. It says whether there will be visit to the UK in UV.
In general, no. All 4 years in TSI, in Latvia.
Yeah. Is IELTS mandatory? So I can answer that question for you, Mihail. IELTS is not mandatory if the student has studied in English medium, and there will be some tests for maths as mentioned in the presentation, but IELTS is not compulsory.
Yes.
There is one question, says, is it possible to pay semester-wise fees? I'm not quite sure, but
I believe Maria could answer this,
yes.
this question with her team.
Hi, participants. I will be, instead of Maria, I will be answering the questions. My name is Dan, and I am the representative of TSI. Regarding to pay the semester-wise fees, we only accept the payment for the first year, the full price, and afterwards per year. The price has to be paid per year. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, there is one attendee. He is from Nigeria. So the question is, we understand that the students from Nigeria are restricted from being admitted. Can this restriction be lifted because we have students who are interested in studying in Latvia TSI? Not. I think again, then you will have to answer this for Nigeria.
I can answer this question. Is that we do not have any restrictions regarding students from Nigeria. The only restriction for now is COVID-19 restrictions, but those apply for everyone who is coming to Latvia, and they are restricted until further notice. But for now, any student from Nigeria can apply in our admission system, and afterwards we will check their application and then see the final answer. But no restrictions in general there are not. So
I suggest for Nigeria, you email at the email ID mentioned here, admission@tsi.lv, and probably from there you will be able to guide it to the right contact person for the tie-up or any other questions probably that you might have. Okay, so there is a question. It says, when will the start deadline? I'm not sure if I understand that question, but January intake is closed, and for September intake we have started accepting students, and the deadline probably, then can you help me with the deadline for September intake?
Zana, could you answer about the deadlines?
Yes. So the deadline till which you can submit in September 2021, which is next year, is the least would be the 1st of June, but if it will be needed, it will be prolonged. It is stated by the fact that the earlier the better, because the admission process of everything lasts from 3 to 6 months. That is why 1st of the June would be the last date when the application should be admitted.
But it's like, yeah, as Zain said earlier, the better. We have already started accepting applications for September intake, so it's better that you start the process probably post Christmas if you're not ready right now. But it is always better to start early, because it takes a lot of time for students to get ready, apply for the visa, get the visa, and the whole overall process in between.
Yes, if you are interested more, you can surely ask questions about the admission. I can tell you the whole process, why it takes such a long time, and what do we do in these 3 to 6 months.
Okay, let's see how many questions we have related to admissions. If necessary, you can give information for like 10-15 minutes about the overall process.
Yes, of course, I can give the whole information. So, as already mentioned, the admission process lasts 3 to 6 months, and the first thing to do is to submit the student application in our admission system. Admission system should be known for the agents, and you as an agent, you put in all the information about the student in our admission system. System is quite easy and understandable. The main things that we should need is passport details, also all the education documents that prove the level of the student, of his or her education, and B2 level English test. It can be either international IELTS or any other internationally provided certificate. After all the application that has been put in our admission system, the student has to pay a registration fee. The registration fee is 200 euros. And in this registration fee, we include entrance tests. These entrance tests are for our institute. Those are our made tests that proves that the student is applicable for our university. Also, we have online interviews with the students through Skype, which is a little, I would say, a chit-chat to have an understanding about the student himself or herself. And also document verification is included in this price as well. This document verification is needed for Latvian government. And also in this registration fee after arrival includes also transfer from Riga airport to the hotel or any other place that has been chosen for the student to stay, medical check and x-ray as well, and insurance for getting first residence permit. After the student has arrived in Latvia, all other things that has to be done in Latvia is with the help of our student department, which do help us to get through all the documents for the student. So yeah, after it is what is included in the registration fee of 200 euros. Taking step back is that after these online interviews and entrance test that has been concluded in our institute, the student has to pay a tuition fee and sign a study agreement. As already mentioned, for double degree, it's 7,000 euros. And yeah, 7,000 euros. And afterwards, when we see that the agreement has been signed and tuition fee is paid, then you will receive an invitation from TSI, but regards the situation of COVID-19 until further notice. But we do believe for September 2021 intake, it will change. For now, has been stopped, but until further notice, because By the Latvian government, we have been informed as much as we would say we are telling you. So yeah, if any other questions are regarding COVID-19, unfortunately, that is all the information that we have received for now. So in the situation, if it will be allowed to come to Latvia, after student receives an invitation, then the student has to go to embassy, get his interview in there, and after the embassy, he takes visa and comes to Latvia. So on and all, that's the whole admission process, and why it's 3 to 6 months, because we can make from our side all the papers and all the invitations as fast as possible, but it also depends on the student and as an agent, how fast all the documents have been applied to all the institutions needed, embassies, etc., etc. So yeah. For now, thank you. And if you have any other questions, you can surely write down a question and answer, and I will try to answer to all of them.
Okay.
I think in the description you have answered a couple of questions which we had here. So the question was any application fees at the time of application. So that's the registration fees that Zain talked about. It is 200 euros, and it includes a lot of other things. It's not just the registration fees. It includes quite a lot of other things in that 200 euros. Okay.
Zarna, may I answer the question regarding is there any post-study work provided after completion of a study?
Definitely, there are quite a lot of questions for the same thing. So there are 2-3 questions. Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So in general, the short answer is no, but I'm always putting the comma. Institute is not looking for workplaces, yes, but institute is providing an environment which helps the students to find the job. What I mean under environment. So first of all, once per year, we are organizing a career days for young people, meaning that representatives of the companies are coming to the university. And as you understand, in most cases, they're coming not to have a cup of coffee. They are looking, they're demanding some people. So in most cases, this one is a best way to get your first job, because you have a direct communication with the company. The next one, as I have mentioned, from 2 times to 4 times per year, Accenture Latvia organizes okay, let's call it summer schools or tutor schools or whatever. So you students are able to join for free. They're receiving the knowledge, and after happens testing, and if everything is fine, they are ready to invite you to join a work. And the third opportunity is that we have a special part of our intranet portal which has news items that companies are looking for people for following positions. So this one is a very useful information. And the last point, during their study, they will have a lot of guest lectures from IT industry, meaning that some people from the companies are coming to the lectures, they're providing the lectures, but again, please note, they are coming not only because they would like to share the knowledge. Actually, they are looking for people to join them. So again, in general, no, TSI will not look for a job place for the student, but we are providing, in my opinion, a lot of opportunities to find a job. And actually, talking about students in IT area, in most cases, by the end of the second year, most of them, I wouldn't say 100%, but 90% of the students are already having job, because as I have stated, IT guys are very demanded in the Latvian and European market. I hope that I have answered.
Yes, I think that was very descriptive answer, and it all at the end depends on the students and how concentrated they are in their studies. So definitely, we don't help directly because we don't spoon feed it. We don't believe that at this age students should be spoon feeded, but we will give all environment or all support that they need in finding the job. So that definitely answers the question. Okay, there is one question.
Yeah, I can answer the question in how many days we can receive offer letter. If it is meant as invitation letter, all documents and all the letters provided by TSI are made up to 5 days. So any letter, invitation, offer letter, admission letter has to be done from our side in up to 5 days.
And when we say up to 5 days, it is 5 working days. So do not consider Saturdays and Sundays into that. I think there is one more question. Probably when you will have to look at this. I am not able to understand this question. What is the difference between VIS and non-VIS in student visa?
Unfortunately, I will not know the answer to this question, but we will have to check the correct answer to this regarding the student visa. Okay?
No problem. Nikhil, what we can do is we'll note this question down and we'll get back to you after confirming with the contact person and then get back to you. Are there any other questions from anybody? So let me just check once again. Okay, one question. After completion of 4-year course, what students will get, degree or diploma? So I think I can answer that question. It is a bachelor's degree, and then it is 2 bachelor's degrees that students get. One is from TSI and one is from UV. When we say diploma, when it was like saying that students will get a diploma, he meant degree. So it's technically same when it comes to us, like TSI. I hope I have answered it correctly.
Yes. Again, sorry, it's probably because of wording and traditions of academic system. Young people, if they have completed 4 years, of course, they are receiving a bachelor degree. And the bachelor degree will be awarded by TSI, and the bachelor degree will be awarded by the UVI. By the word diploma, I mean an official paper, okay, official certificate, which will state that a student with the following name and surname is awarded a bachelor degree. Okay, so this one was the correct explanation from Zarna's side, but I wanted to.
Yes. Yeah, so students will definitely get the degree and it's like a certificate of diploma in degree.
Yeah, it's right? A bit of, but it's a wording. Yes, it's, a wording of each country. Yes, the degree will be awarded.
Okay, there's one question. Spouse and children can accompany them with the main applicant. So the dependent visa, I don't think so, but I think Zain can be a better person to answer this question. Zain, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes, they can accompany them as guests, I would say, but they don't send their applications to visa through us. They would be tourists, I would say, to the student. No, we do not give out any other than our potential students any invitations. So.
Okay, I think that answers the question. Let me see if we have missed any questions in here. I am okay. Okay, do we have any other questions? I think, Mihail, is there anything else you want to add apart from what we have discussed?
Well, from my side, you see the email, as well as Michael already told everyone, you can surely write there. I think I will be the one who will answer all the questions, and I will give also the answer regarding the student visa difference. And if any other questions, you can surely write to admission@tsi.lv.
Okay,
Yes,
Zarna,
there is a question. Can they
Yeah,
apply to tourist visa? Yes, of course they can apply to tourist visa.
Yeah, I saw one more question. How much gap acceptable after graduation? So for this particular program, I think double degree itself is a graduation. So for our other master's program that we offer apart from double degree, as long as students are able to justify what they have been doing in the gap, we should be fine. They'll have to go through the interview with the member of TSI's admissions team. But I think after that, we don't have as such any kind of cap on how many years study gaps we accept or not. Then you want to add anything to that question? Or Mihail?
No, everything is right. No any gap is considered.
Yeah, so we won't be doing any kind of bifurcation when it comes to study gap, as long as student is able to justify like what they have been doing in the gap. That should be fine.
Okay.
Yes, there is a new question. What is application fee? As already mentioned, it's 200 euros.
So the application fees and the registration fees are the same. We call it registration fees because it's just do not include the application fees. It includes a lot of other things as well, which Zain has already mentioned. What we can do is we already have mentioned all these things into our regular emails that goes to our agents. If you are still not official agent of TSI, I suggest you email us. I can mention the email ID here in the chat box. Sandhya is for India. Sandhya is the one who can help you with the process, and you can also email it to admission@tsi.lv, and from there also you can get in touch with the contact person if you are not officially working with TSI from any region for that matter. I will mention Sandhya's email ID here, and just a sec. Yeah, it's admission.support@tsi.lv. Right. We have one more question. Overall minimum percentage required for double degree program.
As I catch, we are talking about requirements. Okay, the requirements are demonstrated here. So to join the study program, we are asking for English and we are asking for the math. And in percentage, it is evaluated as 55%. But as I have already mentioned, that because of COVID or maybe because of differences in a country's academic system, we are having a possibility to provide the examination from TSI side regarding English and math.
We have one more question, and it is about the tuition fees. So how much student have to pay to get the visa? So as per the guidelines, first year tuition fees and the third year deposit fees students have to pay before the visa. It was also mentioned in the presentation. The tuition fees for double degree program is 7,000 euros, and students have to pay 1,000 probably additional as the deposit for the third year, which can be deducted from the third year's tuition fees. Possible to get admission without mathematics. So if students do not have mathematics, they can take the test that we organize at TSI. I think Mihail can add more into that if needed.
Yes, it's true. If because of some reason they do not have math or English, so you just need to say to admission department, and they will organize English and math testing for you.
Okay. I think we answered this question, but I would again answer that. Spouse can go with the main applicant, so they cannot apply with the main applicant. They can come later on as a tourist, because we won't, as an institution, we won't be issuing invitation letters for the spouse or any other dependent or other than the main applicant. So they can come later on as a tourist, but I don't think as a dependent. Okay. All right. I think if there are any other questions, yes, Sandhya has already mentioned. For any more information, contact Sandhya. You can contact me as well. Her phone number and email ID are mentioned here. You can also email it to the email ID and phone number mentioned on the slide. So we all will be available for any questions that you might have later on as well. And we're going to have more sessions like this in the month of January. So we will notify everyone at that time. And thank you so much for attending. Do we have any other question or anything else anybody wants to add?
I wanted to add regarding the January sessions that in January sessions we will talk not only about double degree, but also Mihail will talk also about robotics, and we will also have a person who's responsible for aviation management. It's Olga, and she will be talking about her program, aviation management. Yeah.
So we're going to have those sessions with students as well. So if you have any interesting students by then, you can ask them to join as well. We will get in touch, and if you want to know more about those sessions, or if you want to host those seminars in the January, contact me or Sandhya, and we will see what can be done for that. Okay, I think thank you so much. Thank you all for attending. It was very nice, informative session. Thank you, Mihail and Zain, for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Zarna.
Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you.